Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 13th lesson of Introduction to Sakha Wan Uhus Urwak. Wan Uhus Urwak. Today, this lesson is going to be really fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we're doing, that we're looking at. Hefty grammar section that's actually rather simple. And let's get into it. A lot of vocabulary. We have tus, chest, is, belly or gut, kurus, back, kursun, my back, kortach, stomach, surech, heart. I don't know if it's in the middle or on the left side now because they always said it was on the left side, even though we assumed it was in the middle. But now they're saying, oh, it's actually in the middle. So what is reality? Surech, heart. Kubei, throat. Blood, liver. Bur, kidney. Now, a lot of people may not always know the exact difference between liver and kidney, and that may not be helped by Sakha because these words are kind of similar. But we have la back vowels in liver and u front vowels in kidney. Then we have kurtu, looked at, saw, kurtur, to show, tung, turn, to breathe. We have sup, which means good, enough, satisfactory. Ani, sorry, wrong language. Ani, now. Ani, now. Onton, then, later. And lastly, us ere. Only three. You may remember that us is three. And ere has a lot of meanings, which we will get into. Um, we have a little mini side lesson when we're reading our sentences down there. All right, I will simply read through the remarks on grammar. Consonants at the beginning of a word. At the beginning of Sakha words, there can never be two consonants next to one another. Therefore, in Russian loanwords that are pronounced in Sakha, the consonant cluster is dissolved by means of an inserted vowel. We have stol in Russian becomes ostwal in Sakha. Class in Russian becomes kalas in Sakha. An entire group of consonants do not occur at the beginning of Sakha words. In particular, the initial r, the quote-unquote R, is never used, and the initial g and p are almost never used. For this reason, in the relevant cases, loanwords also undergo a change. So Rama meaning, is it Rama or Rama? I think it's Rama. Frame in Russian becomes Arama in Sakha. Город, город. City in Russian becomes Kworat in Sakha. Kworat. Pul in Russian, meaning dust, becomes bull in Sakha. Bull. Consonants at the end of a word. Nor do clusters of two or more consonants occur at the end of Sakha words, with the exception of the combinations la t and ra t. Bolt, habit, turt, for are two examples that do have two consonants together at the end. This explains the pronunciation of certain Russian loanwords, such as shulk becoming solka, solka, shulk. Speaking three languages in the same sentence is throwing me off. All right, but yeah, shulk becomes solka, solka. And then stolp becomes ostwalpa, ostwalpa. All right. A whole class of consonants never occurs at the end of Sakha words, including all voiced consonants as well as certain other ones. At the end of Sakha words, there occur the voiceless consonants k, p, s, t, ch. I'm simply saying the sounds of the letters. They may not always be the names of the letters. For instance, in some languages, they call the one that looks like a C as S, like an S. But I just say the sound for the sake of the lesson. Okay, k, p, s, t, ch, the voiced consonants y, l, r, and the nasals b, n, and ng. This explains the transformations and pronunciation of many Russian loanwords. For instance, grob, meaning grave, becomes хороб in Sakha. Uh, Agarod, I maybe said that slightly wrong, in Russian, meaning kitchen garden, becomes Agarot. And teacher, in Russian, учитель, becomes, we've learned this word before, учитель in Sakha. Sorkoch, sorry, Sorkoch. In Russian, meaning sealing wax, a wax for sealing a letter or what have you, becomes Sorgos, and so on. You will notice, okay, I don't know if any of y'all watching this speak Russian, you will notice Sakha pronunciation, or at least spelling, is easier than Russian. Russian has like the which syllable is stressed can vary from word to word. And if the O is stressed, it's O. If it's not stressed, it's O. But in Sakha, the O is always O. And the stressed syllable is usually the long vowel. So it's not going to be like agarut. It's going to be agarut. It's still not like agaruot, but it's just, I feel like it's intuitive. It's very easy to tell how to say the Saha letter, the Saha words. You just say like agaruot, agaruo, agaruot, agaruot, right? All right, let's keep going. Affixation and loanwords. Russian loanwords and proper names are introduced into the literary language with their Russian spelling, but morphological derivation and inflection on the basis of these stems occurs with the help of Sakha affixes. So we have kolkhoz, maybe say that right, collective farm. We can add the Indian zik, we can say kolhostach, collective farmer, kolhoska, to the kolhoz. Baras, doctor. Actually, I don't know why they included that because that's not how you spell it in Russian, and they said keeping the Russian spelling. But anyway, the point is, Baras is originally from Russian, meaning doctor, and you can put ka, Baraska, to the doctor, at the doctor, etc. Here, the final initial consonant of here the yeah, I like to have this looking pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like none of this block wall of text stuff. All right. Here, the initial consonant of the affix of the loan word is altered according to the laws of progressive assimilation of consonants, while the vowel of the affix is formed according to its own rules. See lesson 69. Well, that's a mouthful, ain't it? But let's look at what they're talking about. So, uh, bomba, bomb, will become bombalar, bombalar. So you can add the Sakha ending and Soviet or council, Sovietar, Sovietar in Sakha. Traktor will become Traktordar, Traktordar, Traktordar, Traktor. That's a hard one actually. Traktordar. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Vagon, vagonar. So basically, if I understand this linguistic speak mumbo jumbo correctly, um, they're saying that the first letter of what is added to the end of the originally Russian word will follow the rules of Saha grammar. So if like bomba It ends with a vowel. So in a vowel ending noun, to make it plural, we add lar or ler, right? And so that rule will stay the same. So it's basically saying that rule stays the same as far as I understand. Friendly reminder that I did not write every aspect of what I'm teaching you guys here. Thanks to the writer for making such great material. I only reformatted it and added, in some cases, which I'll always point out, some little notes or additional things. All right. In the affixation of loanwords, terminal voiced consonants are assimilated to unvoiced ones. So like botar, zavotar, and so on. The consonants j, z, ch, sh, sh are assimilated to the sound s, c. Paris, Paris, Paris becomes Paris, Paris. Colhos becomes it's when you add the ending, by the way. So you add to the end of Paris, Paris, it becomes an H. You add the U to the end of colhos, even though it's colhos, not colhos, it will still turn into an H as if this as the C would. Colhahu. All right. The F sound is assimilated to a P, so philosophe, or philosophe, or philosopher in Russian. Philosophe. So when you add the ending it becomes the F becomes a B. Okay. Not that complicated. It's just some interesting stuff to keep, excuse me, to keep in mind. Especially if you know Russian. If you don't know any Russian and you don't want to, it's not as important. But as far as an academic, in-depth, kind of detail-oriented study, like those things are good to know. But if you're just trying to learn a language and learn how to speak, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. It's just stuff you'll notice. You know, these grammar sections, you want to take it as like you're learning, you're seeing sentences, you're listening, maybe you're practicing with a Sakha person. But when you look at grammar, it's not about, oh, I have to memorize this and understand every detail right away. It's more so like, oh, that's why. I noticed that philosoph becomes when there's something added to it, that F will become a B. I didn't know why, but that makes sense now. It's from Russian, blah blah blah. That's all. That's my philosophy. Pun not intended, because I just said philosoph. Anyway, so yeah, Baraska is our first reading section, and Baras we already know means doctor, so add the doctor. Z. It doesn't have the z, but yeah. All right, so we're gonna just read through. Friendly reminder: we have the Sakha, we have a literal word for word translation, and we have the English translation that is more natural. All right, so bugün askolaga ağaları bıras gördü. Today school at kids doctor saw. Today the kids saw the doctor at school. And again, I will read after the English translation. I will read the Sakha sentence one more time. Bugün askolaga ağaları bıras gördü. Then we have Miyehe harak sürek tanga Uchigeder Kortak Kohagal. So the words that are this reddish purple color, those words are irregular, as in they're kind of change. Like you already may know, okay, I is min, but we don't say mineche, we say mieche. It changes overall so that the whole word turns reddish purple or whatever color that is. When there's something added to the end and the word does not otherwise change besides the ending, that is pinkish purple, and then I think what red for the. We don't have a lot of endings on these sentences in this lesson, but yeah, each thing added to the end of a word will be a different color so that you can recognize. You might be like, wait, what's an oskwalaga? Oskwalaga. But if you see this, you'd be like, wait, ga is an ending. Oh yeah, that means at. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, what's oskwala? Oh, it's school. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, so Mireille harach sürech tanga ütügeder kortak kohagal. My eyes, heart, and lungs are in good shape, but my stomach is in bad shape. I put in bad shape, but we're literally saying good and bad. Uchige, good, der, plural ending, koharal, bad. Mire harach surech tanga, uchige der, kortach, koharal. Alright. Nyorgun, haraga, surere, tangata, ebie, uchige der. Nyorgun's eyes, heart, and lungs are also good, also in good shape, also healthy. Nyorgun haraga surege tangata emir uchigeider. Kiri bara wanna bure kohakannar. This should be he. Okay, so you know that we don't have a distinction in third person gender, but Nyorgun should be a man's name. So he, liver, his, and kidney, his, as in his liver and kidney. Bad, plural ending, or bad, or unhealthy. His liver, that was my mistake. His liver and kidney are unhealthy. Kidney bara wana pure kohaganar. Okay. Baras agalaru baratan kurdu. The doctor saw all the kids. Baras agalaru baratan kurdu. Ondan veljar agalar kelliler. Kelliler. Then the sick kids came for their checkup. Ondan veljar agalar kelliler. Aihal baraska kepsir. Ihal tells the doctor, as in tells him what's going on, what's bothering him. Ihal baraska kepsir. Min kuebaim wada bacham aljar. You may remember bas means head, but when we add the suffix, the sa becomes a ha, a light H. Bacham. And that's very common. We saw it a little bit earlier in our grammar section that the C, the S sound will become a ha, a light H. Bil kuebayim wana bacham aljar. My throat and head hurt. One more time. Min kuebayim wana bacham aljar. All right. Kuksum ebye karatak aljar. My back also hurts a little. Kuksum emye karatak aljar. Nextly, we have Baras eter says, Manda olorede. The doctor says, sit here, please. Baras eter manda olorede. And I was like, okay, this ere word is elusive. It has a lot of meanings. It's everywhere, but it's not taught in this book for some reason, as far as I've seen, and I've control F'd. Can't find it. So I looked it up. I found the information. Of course, most stuff for Sakha is in Russian, so I have the Russian here in red. So for those that know Russian, I will, and since I'm learning it as well, it was helpful for me, so I will have it there, and I may read some of the Russian, but anyway. So ere can have different meanings. One meaning is a softened command, as in please. So like ere, tell me. Skashika. Turung ere, get up. Stryavaityaka. Kipse ere, tell me please. Rasakaji пожалуйста. I'm not going to read all the Russian. It's too hard for me right now. And I don't want to confuse people. Ürebitil güteriech ere. Come on, let's finish the work. Barem ere. I shall go on. Or wait, no, I shall go soon, sorry. And then chere. Come on. That's a very useful one. Chere. Chere. I've heard that a fair amount. All right. Cheil. Let's sing. So you can see that it could be like please, it could be like let's. So let's add let's in there. All right. And you can pause and take a screenshot of that if you want to. Let's bump number 2 down to the next page so it's all together. Stern warning. We just have one example here, but 덕선 그르레레 뒤꾼. Just dare to leave, you robber. So it's like not always a please. And then we have a very common use as well. Number 3, only. All ere kuhagan. Only that is bad. Gipseti football ere tuhonan. The conversation was only about football. All right. Gipseti conversation football, or soccer as we say in it's gonna be like as we say in God's country, but I don't want to offend anybody. I do love all the places. I love all of y'all, but I prefer the word soccer anyway. Ere only and tuhonan about. This is very similar to the Mongolian word toha. Toha, toha. Yeah. I don't know if it's related. It has the same beginning part, sort of. Anyway, um, Sayanin ire barbolar. It only happens in summer. Sayan ire barbolar. Then it could also be used for emphasis, like just, or making some close connection between two things. Batahan ere ihegel. Ihegel. You just follow him. Batahan ere ihegel. And without working, I was tired. Ülelebeke ere salaydım. Ülelebeke ere salaydım. İniye rabotavsi yaustal. Okay, that was Russian. Or as part of the following words, kim ere, meaning someone, kim ne here, meaning with someone. You can pause and screenshot that if you want, this list. Tuach ere, something. Hannek ere, or haya ere, of some kind. Kimiache ere, to someone. Ta ere, for some reason. Tuhu ere, however much. Haidach ere, somehow. Hahan ere, once at some time. Hanna ere, somewhere. Hantan ere, from somewhere, because hanna means where, hantan means from where. So this will also help you review your question words that we have at the beginning of these expressions, and these expressions are very useful. So I do recommend just being aware, practicing reading them a few times. And let's continue with our main lesson. Tun, tunma. Breathe, don't breathe, but really it's like breathe in, breathe out, right? Uh, breathe in and out, or well, it's kind of confusing. I put hold your breath. Tunma could be hold your breath, but if we're saying breathe, don't breathe. Breathe in and out. Üssü, tun. Breathe again. Üssü, tun. Süp, tüksü. Okay, that's enough. Süp, tüksü. Bras gurur ister wanna ayhalga recept suruyar. So this word recept is from Russian, meaning, well, it looks like receipt. It's probably from receipt, but it means prescription in this case. The doctor checks out ayhal and listens and writes him a prescription. Bras gurur ister wanna ayhalga recept suruyar. Anton Baraska Sayana Keller. Then Sayana goes in to see the doctor. Anton Baraska Sayana Keller. Kini Ihe Aljar. You remember belly is is. We add e to make it her belly. So Ihe, her belly. the sa becomes a ch. A ch, not a ch. Kini ihe aljar, her tummy hurts. Baras emie kurur wanda recept surweyar. The doctor also examines her and writes her a prescription. Baras emie kurur wanda recept surweyar. Alright, now we're going to read through the ask the questions, answer the questions. Actually, yeah, we're going to read through this, although, let's see. Yeah, I think we could do it. We could do it. Yeah. Alright, answer the questions. Bugul askualara kim kurdu. Who was seen at school today? I'm not going to read the Sakha twice for this section. Eyeche tuach uchigei. What parts of you are in good shape? Tuach kuharani. What's in bad shape? What's bad? Yorgun haraga surere tangata haidaktari. How are Yorgun's eyes, heart, and lungs? Kini Kinieche. It could be him or her, but I'm gonna say him in case it's related to the previous sentence. Yorgun is a man. Kinieche tuach kuharani. That E should be the same color. Yeah. What parts of him or her are in bad shape? What parts of him are in bad shape? Onton baraska handak ağlar keliler. Which children saw the doctor after her? Kim küemeye baha wanda kuksu aljar. Whose throat, head, and back hurts? Baras tugu ganda wanda tugu surwita. What did the doctor do and what did he write? Sayana tuaga aljar. What of Sayana's hurts? Baras tugu gadar. What does the doctor do? En ihil hanna bari. Where is your belly? Kurdur tuchun hanani. Show. Show me where's your chest. This is like like when you teach a beginner the like body parts, like where's your face? Where's your hand, right? Anyway. Kusung hanani. We have that irregular form of your back. Where's your back? Suregil hanani. Where's your heart? I don't know where my heart is because they used to say it was on the left side. Now it's in the middle. I don't know. I think it's still on the left side because I feel it there and I feel the heartbeat there. But if you Google it, the corporations that run Google, they say, oh, it's in the middle now. I don't know. It's weird. Mandela effect or something. Suregil hanani. Where's your heart? Kortagil hanani. Where's your stomach? Kuebeil hanani. Where's your throat? Burun hanani. I'm failing at highlighted right now. Where's your kidney? I don't know where my kidney is. I think it's on the sides. Alright. I'd fail this test because I was like, I don't even know where my body parts are except for like the ones on the outside. Chest, stomach, shoulders. Alright. Repetition. Bu aura ilite rasto. Is this child's hands clean? Or are this child's hands clean? Kini ilite ras. Sorry. Kini ilite ras ta sireye kirtech. His hands are clean and his face is dirty. Oh, you could also translate just like but. His face is dirty. By the way, da means also, to, even, indeed. And when you have da and da together in a sentence twice, it's both something and something. Good to know, right? All right. Kim tarbaga swanui. Who has fat fingers? El tarbagan swan. Min tarbarım siniges. Your fingers are fat and my fingers are thin. It's a nice way to call someone fat. Diorgun ataga ohun ohun en atagan kolgas. Yorgun's foot is long and your foot is short. It's like you got short, fat, stubby hands and feet. Like it's wow, whoever wrote this is not very friendly. Salt people. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with short feet or short hands or fat fingers. All right. Ed tarbagan emye kolgastar. Your fingers are also short. Damn. All right. I'm just making fun of it. Okay. Iti ogonyor agar dua. Can the old man read? Remember, dua is to make a yes or no question, so that's put there when we have no question word in a sentence. Ahpat kini haragasuh. He can't read as he's blind. All emersin haraga uchugeita kuhaganik ister. That old lady has good eyesight, but bad hearing. She can see pretty well, but she... Wait, no. She can't see. She can see. She can't hear. Yeah, she can see pretty well, but she's deaf as a post. All right. Kini... Kini T. I think it's so funny that in English we say blind as a bat, deaf as a post when someone's like almost blind or almost deaf. I wonder if someone, or they just have bad eyesight or bad hearing in general. If you're watching this and you're from another language besides English, what do you, or even if you're Sakha, right? Because I don't know if there's an expression for this in Sakha or in other languages. If you're from somewhere else, what do you say in your language? Tell me in the comments. If someone's really blind, do you have an expression similar to he's blind as a bat? If they have really bad hearing, do you have a similar expression to deaf as a post? I'm just curious. It don't have to be literally that, but something an idiom to describe that. That's kind of funny in that way, because to us it's funny. Like, get out of her way, she's blind as a bat. It's a funny thing to say. It's kind of rude, but it's hilarious. Okay. Kini tire emia kuhagan. Her teeth are also in bad shape. Kini tire emia kuhagan. Kiniere usere tispar. Kiniere usere tispar. She only has 3 teeth. El bachel el jardo. Does your head hurt? Suach bachem el jabat. Karatak kuchsun walna. Kuebeim el jar. No, my head don't hurt, but my back and throat hurt a little bit. I feel like this episode, this lesson, like I'm listening to these characters talk. I'm just like, these people got problems. Like y'all need to take better care of yourself. The doctor don't want to hear about this many problems. Okay, prescription, or the recept is not going to do nothing for you if you got this many problems. So get it together, drink some water, go pray or something. All right. Iti kurgaga ulahadik aljar. His ear hurts a lot. Baraska kim barari. Who goes to the doctor? Iti kihi barar wanda kimda barbat. Barbat. Kimda meaning no one. The person goes, yet no one else goes. All right. This person or the person. Remember the elusive iti. Iti kihi. This person or the person in question. So the person. Parar goes. Wanda and kimda no one. Barbat. It's kind of a weird sentence, honestly. Like I may not be a Sakha person, but I feel like this sentence is just kind of weird. But anyway, that is it for lesson 13. I have to get my rear end on out of here. And thank you for watching and listening. And keep it going. You gonna learn Yakut. We got like how much? We just have like 60 lessons in this book. I tell y'all, 60 lessons. So by the time we're done with this, we may not know everything, but we're gonna know a lot. We're gonna know a lot of vocabulary, pretty much all the grammar that you're gonna need to know. There's a few other grammar points that this book don't cover, but I will go into those separately. But really, it covers way more than enough. I mean, every language, every tongue, eventually has more grammar, more vocabulary, no matter how much you study. Like, there's always some regional thing or slang or uh, new word, new saying, or old saying you hadn't heard yet, what have you. So just keep it going, keep it going. I'll see y'all soon. I try to do come here. I want to be here like every day doing a Sakha lesson for y'all, and then get through this thing. Not that I'm in a rush or nothing, but I'd like to provide more material more quickly for y'all. However, I'm a busy man. I'm doing 50 things at once, so I come when I can. And before I do the lesson, I re-go over. I make sure it's translated properly, which I translate it myself. So I either translate it, I haven't done it yet, and I make sure it's translated properly. I color code it, I format it. If there's any typos or errors, I look it up and put the screenshots, put the receipts for y'all, and maybe add a little something. I do all that before I make this video. So if you don't see me for a week or two, it's because I got so much other stuff going on. And I'm trying to make sure I bring y'all a good lesson. Um, so yeah, let's leave it at that. I'll see y'all next time.